Okay, now to the last event. Uh, let's let's do it before it gets too late to do it. The other one got almost didn't get enough time to take care of the park. Okay, Operation Downpour simulation. In a corner of the Cordo Fontaine, Turina and Engine. I kind of remember. Members of the Special Security Surveillance Patrol have set up a new tabletop wargame. The stage is set for you to show off your tactical brilliance. Alright, where is it? Uh, it's too bright. On there. Oh no, that I was just going to get that. No space in my inventory. Oh. Let's see, I hope I won't get enough. I won't get any around here because I'm not even sure what I could upgrade now. During 18. I don't really remember what was their minigame for. Just as we set our strategy and pick our script, the proto-boss Ignis makes a great entrance. Seriously, you believe in that old saying? Sensing the heat of impending battle, the proto-boss will appear like a bullet from the dark to commandeer their troops with ruthless efficiency. Seems like showed up right on cue, more like lightning than a bullet, no? I see, you mean to say that the velocity of your musket rounds can still be improved? I feel the same way. Put a sock on in it, Torina. We got Enos to come all this way, so let's get down to business. Fair enough. Musket talk comes later then. Now, Proto Boss, I'm sure you're in top form, ready to lead your troops at any time, right? It is about a new tabletop wargame. Don't quite get it. New tabletop. Right, you are. The rules and layout have been updated according to the scenarios faced by the Special Security Surveillance Patrol, which is to say that this current iteration is more challenging. We've prepared a number of special scenarios, including some contributions from the Patrol's elites. Some scenarios are seriously brain-boggling, so why don't you lead us by example, Protoboss? Of course, you'll be handsomely recompensated for your help. Go play, get paid, two birds with one stone. Time to strut my stuff then. Getting paid to play, that's the dream, that's the dream. Just watch the arena, no matter how good Ignis is, I'm sure the third assault scenario will be a real toughie. Nonsense, there's no way he'll get stuck on that. Maybe you're just getting rusty, Drillmaster. Tarina, the cheek of you. Let's bet on it, Drillmaster. I wager some of Captain Chevron's limited edition ammunition. What's the point of having limited edition ammunition? You spend that when you shoot. I'm sure there is something like that somewhere. I don't remember what other minigames was before, but I don't think it was like that. Select your game pieces and place them in deployment zones around the field during challenges. This will allow you to summon the corresponding combat units. Each deployment can bring forth a single game piece or squad of game pieces, depending on the piece type. Deployed game pieces will lock onto targets based on their own traits. Searching for an attack path. Melee pieces will try to loop around obstacles when they encounter them. If there are no valid targets outside a sealed space, they will attempt to destroy the wooden palisades. Ranged pieces will fire over obstacles, given enough attack range. Scenario victory is achieved when attacking game pieces destroy their defending counterparts and installations, excluding obstacles on the opposite side. Different game pieces have unique traits. These traits can be checked by pressing and holding their avatars or viewing consolidated intel. Understand these special traits to complete the wargames more easily.
Someone told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a...
Girls before. It's been a while since we last met, Protoboss, but I feel like your eyes have gotten even sharper. I'm sure you can snipe target from over 1,000 paces away. I'm not sure how long 1,000 paces is. Shouldn't a leader focus on leading? Well, yes, all the better to use the wargame to try out every tactic in your book, right? But there are movie scenes where the hero sets their sights on the enemy leader and with a boom headshot drops both the boss and the enemy morale in one fell swoop. So cool. But that will be me. How is your marksmanship, Tarina? Reporting in, Protoboss, my half-body target record at a range of 200 paces is 9 out of 15 shots. That's good. Captain Chevres says I am incredibly average. Well, being average is not bad, right? Because half the other people are worse than you. I've also noticed that the patrol has recently been employing higher caliber muskets to combat larger monsters. The bullets are heavy and have a longer effective range. It's a crying shame that we can't wield elemental energy like Captain Chevreuse and have custom-made muskets rain down hellfire on our foes. Every person that uses elemental things either has a vision or delusion, right? They don't have elemental equipment, do they? In any case, when using the same amount of gunpowder for heavier bullets, they'll have a slower initial velocity and a more curved trajectory. At extreme distance, you may as well be tossing pebbles at your target. Sacrifice range power, be hard to hit targets that are far away. That's right, the human body can only handle so much recoil, so we can't just keep firing. Or the next crack we hear when we pull the trigger might be our own shoulder. If we optimize the shape of the bullet and minimize its air resistance, we could narrow the barrel of the musket, increase the shot's initial velocity, improve overall accuracy, and give it a greater effective range. I'm not sure I've seen a bullet in this game, how they are. Are they still round shots, or they have bullet shapes? And we could alter the materials used for the interior and exterior for every shell, switch up our rifling to maximize bullet spin, look into developing hollow point bullets to achieve maximum destructive power. You lost me at rifling? Yeah, I understand exactly what you mean. Now look at me going off on one again. I'm no engineer of Fontaine Research Institute, and I don't know how to work the exact numbers. I'll just write this down and bring it to our gunsmith. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to have the perfect musket? No recoil, perfect accuracy, easy to carry ammunition. Did we have something else? Wait here, I'll go have the wargame a shot. Of course, I'll be watching our strategic continues at work and taking notes. Engine. Whatever I think about the new recruits making the same mistakes Tarina made when she was young, it just makes me even more determined to make them practice more. Failure is the mother of success after all. What's of Tarina and the newbies? They spend too They spend far too long obsessing over equipment prep and individual combat skills. Experimenting with musket properties, honing marksmanship, looking for better uniforms, headgear, and vests. It's not wrong to pay attention to these, but once come, once it comes at the cost of everything else, every member of the Mason Gardenage values teamwork. Aside from Captain Chevreuse, who's in a class all her own, a lone musketeer cannot hope to handle complex tasks single-handedly. For example, no matter how well musketeer has honed their marksmanship, or how good their equipment, they can only attack in one direction when breaking into a room. That leaves them open to retaliation from every other angle. On the other hand, if you coordinate with your squad members, each one of you can cover a different area of the room during an assault. Even if your guns aren't the best, your rate of success is dramatically increased. They really enjoys providing long-distance support, but the logic is the same. A sniper who works alone will quickly be spotted by the enemy, and they will fan out to avoid their line of sight. Worse, if they return suppressive fire, they should be outnumbered and outgunned, and that's not even getting into how difficult it would be to get out alive. Now that Tarina's gotten some real field experience, she'll get her priorities straight. It'll only be a matter of time until the rest of the new blood follows suit. That makes sense, reality is often stranger than movies. Which is to say, this wargame has been a valuable experience. Although it may seem like neither side used the special security and surveillance patrol equipment or combat tactics, the underlying logic behind their actions bears some similarities. Confirming one's initial position, assessing the situation, planning the approach, and charting out an appropriate offensive strategy. Build upon this, and your chances of making mistakes in real combat scenarios will be greatly reduced. Seems like you've known Terina a long time. Has it been that long? Maybe about 4 to 5 years? Yeah, I don't think we know you guys from that far. But a sec, 4 or 5 years already? I've been so preoccupied with work, how time flies. Back then Terina was calling herself a rookie, also she could push the teaching to actual rookies onto me. The chick, I wonder if it was just an elaborate plot to evade her responsibilities. Maybe she was just being humble. She doesn't seem like the type to slack off. I suppose that's just how she is. She looks up to others and keeps her head down. She lacks confidence when dealing with new recruits. But that won't do. After all, she is now represented the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol in this joint war game, so she has to be more confident, act like the veteran she is, and impart her valuable knowledge. I'll have a good chat with her later. And good luck whipping out the new recruits into shape. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me twice. I'm going to roll up my sleeves and show them the true meaning of discipline. Okay, just in case they have different dialogues afterwards. Okay, and that's the same thing. Confrontation scenario not yet unlocked. Complete more firepower, fewer casualties to unlock. Preview. Okay, that's for everything. Alright. Reset scenario. Maybe we can make some scenarios. Okay, after complete prerequisites, okay. Frontline formation. As the most basic units in battle, ordinary soldiers make up the backbone of any frontline. In the first preset scenario, therefore, we'll start out familiarizing ourselves with these fundamental units. Opening details, cryo whopper flower, range, air attack, cannot target flying. Actually should, right? It can fire some stuff. It is range, it should be able. Range gain piece that fires icy spikes, dealing cryo damage to enemies in a straight line, can only attack ground type and ground game pieces. A game piece based on a cryo whopper flower, a mimetic plant monster that appears out of nowhere and uses cryo in combat. Cryo whopper flowers often lurk under the surface, lying in wait to spring an ambush. Units caught off guard can suffer significant losses, weakening their overall fighting ability. A wise commander, however, might opt for a more strategic approach, such as striking from the air beyond the Wildflower's reach. My lineup, I don't have an aerial unit. Helitro Fighters, a melee squad consisting of 4 Helitro Fighters. While their attack are ferocious, they are fragile. A game piece based on Helitro Fighters is the primitive wandering inhabitants of the vast wildernesses. They are tribal warriors with a simple belief in the power of their physical prowess. Compared to the massive Minotaurs, they are far nimbler. In battle, their club-wielding style of fighting is more similar to ordinary soldiers, and they can sometimes even cooperate well with their companions, making them an excellent sample for researching team fighting tactics. Electro Summoner, a ranged squad consisting of 2 Electro Summoners. They cast spells that target the ground, dealing high damage to single targets. They target the ground, but here isn't saying I can't attack flying. Maybe I won't have flying enemies. A game piece based on Electro Summoners, a wise and mumbling Helitro, one that chants of the power of Electro. For reasons unknown, they have mastered the secret of harnessing thunder and lightning. Electro often plays a pivotal role in the battlefield. Effectively using the effects created by its power can yield considerable advantages. Using these commonly found Electro Summoners as a starting point to research Electro-based tactics not only acts as a cost-saving measure, but also allows for steady incremental progress. Consolidated intel. The same thing but from everything. Defender. Command center. With no offensive capabilities of their own, they must be protected at all costs. If the enemy destroys your core nodes, they will gain a substantial amount of destruction progress. A large tank-like installation that represents your command center. There is a saying about cutting off the head of the snake to achieve victory. In an evenly matched battle, both sides should know to attack weak points, and so the side with the tighter defenses will be able to hold on until victory. Forward base, and they have that thing. Forward base, with no offensive capabilities of their own, they must be protected at all costs. If the enemy destroys secondary nodes, they'll gain a considerable amount of destructive powers. A small tank-like installation that represents a forward base. Important installations like forward bases are key to the expansion of the battlefront, with the balance of power shifting based on their control. Wooden palisade, temporary obstacle that can be destroyed, designed to impede movements or restrict their path of advance. Wooden palisade that represents a temporary obstacle used to obstruct the attacking forces' advance. While cheap to build, they are extremely fragile against units with the barrier breaker ability. From the attacking commander's perspective, using such units to open up gaps at critical moments could be a strategy well worth considering. Okay. During the after see a preview of their other targets pieces targeting for attack. Game pieces on the offensive side cannot move. When attacking pieces enter their range, they will automatically attack. Press a game piece to view its attack range. Okay, they can attack here. So if we leave them here, they won't attack anything. Can I leave it there? That would be better, right? Actually, I'm not sure if they'll try to go all around or if they'll try to break through here. don't even have to break that thing. They said the obstacles didn't matter, right? But no, they got destroyed at the same time. I don't know if I have to destroy those things or not. Thrust and volley combined. As warfare evolves in nature, coordination between various types of troops becoming increasingly vital, with each complementing and offsetting the other strengths and weaknesses. It would be wise, therefore, to use melee and ranged pieces in each other's support. Large Hydro Slime, an elite range game piece that is immune to hydro damage and fires bubbles from afar. Dealing hydro damage to opponents in its area effects and trapping smaller opponents, however, it can only attack ground game pieces. Game piece based on the large hydro slime, these large elemental creatures are formed from condensed hydro energy dispersed throughout nature. Able to unleash bubbles to entrap their enemies, they are far more dangerous than ordinary slimes, making them well suited to serving as advanced elemental combat units. To analyze their combat characteristics, commanders can develop more effective strategies for dealing with large elemental creatures. Oh yeah, those guys have pyro, cryo, electro bombs, stuff. So yeah, the cops should be able to use those as well. Treasure Hoarder Pirate Potioneer, a ranged game piece that throws reagent bottles toward opponents, dealing area effect pyro damage. When a ground opponent is hit, a burning zone will be left on the ground, dealing continuous pyro damage. Game piece based on the Treasure Hoarder Pirate Potioneer, a member of the decentralized criminal organization that has footprints all over the continent, and even deep within unknown domains. Risk takers who utilize their knowledge of chemistry to mix volatile and flammable brews that aid in their comrades' dastardly deeds. Though as individuals their combat skills are completely unremarkable, the pyro elements reagent bottles they hurl can create dangerous areas that continuously burn, giving them the ability to effectively pin down their enemies. By making use of this ability, a wise commander may be able to develop a variety of new tactics. Ambush. Melee artifacts. Ambush. Vanguard, an elite melee game piece with exceptional staying power. This machine can use its arms and heavy stones to deal air effects damage. It prioritizes attacking opposing pieces. Game piece based on Vanguard, an ancient humanoid war machine protected by ironclad armor that can be found all over Tivat. The commanders of various nations often use them as the default hypothetical enemy and look for ways to destroy them from medium to long range. This is because their armor is impervious to conventional weaponry, so engaging them in close combat is a very bad idea. As a result, in this wargame they have been used to simulate high-threat targets, to assist commanders in developing tactics for attacking and defending against heavily armored units. Future Grenadiers, the Barrier Breakers. Shouldn't they be able to break easily too? Arranged Barrier Breaker Squad consisting of 2 Hilichurl Grenadiers. They will aim at the closest game piece or installation, including wooden palisades, and throw bombs that deal air effect damage in a large area. Highly effective at destroying wooden palisades. Game piece based on Hilichurl Grenadiers, the primitive wandering inhabitants of Tivat's wildernesses. They use pyro slimes as weapons to attack intruders. In contrast to the group combat strategy of Hilichurl fighters, Hilichurl Grenadiers specialize in throwing explosives, giving them the ability to inflict damage over wide areas and breach barricades. Commanders may be able to refine their own grasp of demolition tactics by analyzing their performance in combat. Continue here. Oh, that now. Sturdy low wall. An unbreachable obstacle that cannot be destroyed. designed to impede enemy movements or restrict their path of advance. A sturdy low wall that represents an unbreachable obstacle used to obstruct the attacking force's advance. Though they may be indestructible, the high cost of unbreachable obstacles severely limits their ability. For the defending commander, optimizing the use of such valuable yet limited resource poses a critical tactical dilemma. That's a lot of text. Regarding extended thought, we will prioritize attacking opposing game pieces. Each Ranger will target the closest unit to itself, including wooden palisades. This unit does not does immense damage to wooden palisades. Okay. I think it should be here. Yeah. How many do I?
Fry!
I didn't really notice I could drag the camera around.
Fry! Test soldier!
Uh-oh. Ah, you guys will waste time in that now. Can you guys deal with the slime? Oh, you won't aim at the slime. Try again. That seemed like a good strategy to start from there. Yeah, because while they're here, they'll be attacking there. Yeah, this really seems like the best strategy. They aren't seeing that.
Fry! Fry!
Okay, that was better now. Siege strategies. With the enemy's elite melee units defending a strategic stronghold, engaging them head-on might not be the best approach. Instead, focusing on their vulnerabilities by leveraging aerial and ranged attacks could provide an opening. Frost Arm Lavature, an elite melee game piece with relatively powerful ground combat capabilities. However, it can only attack nearby ground game pieces. A game piece based on the Frost Arm Lavature, a mysterious lord of Hilichurus that stalks the snow and fog. Its body, honed to the very limbs, almost seems to blend into its cryo-filled environment, and its stoic nobility is like that of the frozen Northland rivers. Thanks to its formidable physique and sturdy frost armor, Frost Arm Lavatures exert overwhelming pressure in close combat. Analyzing the combat behavior of these Frost Arm Lavature game pieces can significantly increase a commander's ability to direct and counter powerful units. Anyone, Christ back. Hang on. Okay. Ah, that one can attack. This one can attack flying? Ambush. I didn't quite get what is this ambush thing that it does. Flying simultaneous Cryo Spectre, a flying game piece that takes flight after being deployed and launches cryo energy projectiles at single opponents from the air, immune to cryo damage and prioritize attacking opposing pieces. Game piece based on a Cryo Spectre, a monster born from highly concentrated cryo elements that can float in the air. As a relatively compact and resilient flying monster, Spectres have long been considered the touchstone for anti-aerial defensive capabilities by the armies of various nations. The results of attacking them with ordinary bows are far from ideal, and the mobility of more powerful ballistic and cannons is quite limited. Perhaps a highly mobile firing platform with significant firepower is required to deal with them. Nothing new here. Okay, start. Personal Archer has immense ground combat capability but can only attack nearby ground game pieces. The Spectre airborne game piece that fires cryo energy shots from the air at a single opponent rather than attacking game pieces. So if I start with that, like, they can't do anything, right? If I start there,
Fry! Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
those loud shoots did nothing. Studies in momentum. The power of an army, much like the force of momentum in physics, is the product of mass times velocity. To secure a swift and decisive victory, one must bypass slow-moving opponents and strike with unstoppable force. Suppression Specialist Mech, Osia, prioritize flying targets. An elite range game piece that fires multiple homing missiles from afar, dealing power damage to one single enemy. However, it can only actively attack airborne game pieces. When there are no more opposing airborne game pieces within its attack range and it is attacked in melee, it will counterattack. So it will do nothing until attacked by melee. A game piece based on a Suppression Specialist mech, a specialist clockwork mech adapted from the called Sherbius type. They are primarily designed for offensive purposes. Outside a fountain, they can use pre-prepared energy blocks to move over short distances for short periods of time. As an autonomous weapon of similar size to ordinary human soldiers, they're a bit taller than humans. The dimensions and offensive capabilities of this mecha have reached a certain balance, making it easier to deploy, move, and conceal. The combination of formidable range firepower and robust armor allows it to manifest significant offensive and defensive capabilities at the same time, and it is thus rated as a pillar of the battlefield. New ones. Electro Systems. A flying squad consisting of 5 electro systems that takes flight after being deployed and launches electro projectiles at enemies from afar. Game piece based on electro systems. A very small creature that can manipulate electro a little bit. Its strength isn't anything to write home about, but under certain conditions it can exert considerable power. Thanks to its compact dimensions and ability to fly beneath the treetops, it is difficult to detect assisting, making early warning difficult. When conducting raids, they are often already nearly on top of their targets before they are discovered, by which point it is far too late to organize defense. For this reason, using a group of systems as a hypothetical enemy is an effective way of testing a commander's abilities to deal with groups of small agile targets. A rolling avatar of lava, a melee barrier breaker game piece, very effective at destroying wooden palisades. When moving, it will prioritize moving toward the opposing core nodes, attacking all game pieces and installations in its path, including wooden palisades. Game piece based on the rolling avatar of lava, a strange monster that needs to constantly absorb thermal energy to survive. Due to its lack of intelligence, its movements are straightforward and it always opts for the shortest route. Simulating and analyzing its behavior in combat can help commanders refine their strategies for deploying cumbersome war machines with limited maneuverability. The others, okay, I'll probably see them there. It was mostly the constructions that we couldn't check out anywhere else. Suppression Specialist Mech Hosea can fire many homing rounds at distance, dealing power damage to single opponent, but can only actively attack airborne game pieces when there are no more opposing airborne game pieces within its attack range, and it is attacked in melee, it will counterattack. Rolling after a lot deals max damage to wooden palisades. When moving, we will prioritize moving toward the opposing core nodes, attacking all game pieces installations path, including wooden palisades. Damage. They are good against that, and they are good against that. Oh, come on, attack that! Oh, you guys will ignore that while you're getting attacked. Can you please attack that first? No! Okay. No, let's try again. Let me think. I have two of each. The thing is, how far does that? Wow, it's large. But if I place it here, will it? Oh, it will attack there before. I don't know how far they can attack. Okay, now their aim. You'll prioritize that, right? Oh, I still have one more. Good. tactician's breastplate. A well-informed commander, like a soldier clad in heavy armor, holds the upper hand in any engagement. Leverage the available intel, strike where the enemy is weakest, and turn your advantage into a triumphant victory. The new thing? Shackling Mine. When an opponent passes by, including flying opponents, this mechanism will explode, imprisoning one of the opponent's hits for a period of time. After the duration of the imprisonment ends, this mechanism will be destroyed. Okay, an improved defense mechanism based upon existing proven designs that can be used as a type of trap, effectively blocking the enemy's advance and buying precious time. Okay, yeah, let's see how the scenario looks. I choose Healy Shrews against the mech. That's not great. Shackling Mine, this device will explode when an opponent passes by. For a time afterward, the one opponent hit will be shackled by it, after which the device will be destroyed. Large Hydro Slime can fire bubbles from afar, then you hide. We know that. You can only attack from pieces. Oh, okay. That's not too much. That can attack quite far, and they can defend those. Great. So if I start here, that'll be good. Okay, let's place those there and those here. You guys are going there instead of attacking here. That works, I suppose. And that distracts them. Hang on, does it say that destroying them? Yeah, but this doesn't really affect like morale or anything, right? They don't really have that. To the trenches. Fortifications and traps will often stop a full frontal assault in its tracks. Instead, employing methods such as demolition and tunneling can help open up new avenues of attack, enabling you to strike directly where the enemy is most vulnerable. Okay, anti-personal mine. When an opponent passes by, including flying opponents, this mechanism will explode, dealing area effect power damage. After exploding, this mechanism will be destroyed. Improves defensive mechanism based upon existing proven designs that can be placed at fixed locations, ambushing enemies with an explosion that thwarts their assaults, helping your forces gain local superiority. Grenadiers, Bearbreaker, Hydro-Mimic Finch. A special melee game piece immune to hydro damage. When defeated, it will unleash a shockwave that deals their effects hydro damage. This damage is less effective against wooden palisades. A game piece based on a Hydro-Mimic Finch, a Hydro-Mimic creature created by the conserved life force of Oceanids. Their pure hydro elemental body structure and aerial effect hydro attacks are both highly worthy of study. For any force that can effectively resist Hydro-Mimic Finches, can fend off other creatures with devastating offensive capabilities and maintain the integrity of their defensive line. Hydro-Mimic Finch, when defeated, will unleash a shockwave that deals air effect damage. The Finch does low damage to wooden palisades. And the personal mine will explode when an opponent passes by, dealing air effect pyro damage. This device will be destroyed after exploding. Somewhat large. Oh, either I go through all of this. Yeah, but the thing is, they will end up dead too. And they have quite a large area as well. I guess here will be better.
Fry! Fry!
Good.
Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Can you guys shoot at that without trying to go around? Without trying to go around, please. That would be better. They could have if they tried, but okay. Grand armies. Flexible and adaptable formations can provide a tactical advantage in battle, but as an army grows in size, adjusting formations becomes increasingly difficult. During formal drills, therefore, a commander's first priority is to master the ability to maneuver large forces. Nothing new here. They're protected, they're protected. Well. And that air effect is back on everybody there. Okay, but I think I won. Oh, that was close. More firepower, fewer casualties. Though they may seem daunting, even complex systems of defense will eventually crumble under a barrage of overwhelming firepower. A common offensive tactic is to use melee game pieces to provoke a defensive response, then to concentrate firepower on the defenders to inflict maximum damage. Provoke a defense response? I think I'm safer starting from here. They're made here. Okay. I don't know how far those can go.
Fry!
Okay, they both together is good. They don't even try to attack?
Fry!
Aren't you supposed to try to break that?
Fry! Fry!
There's a chance? I don't know how well you do.
Fry!
Not too good so far.
Fry!
Seriously, that's such a tight fight.
Fry!
Okay, confrontation scenario unlocked. Let's see the rest here. First, like mountain raindrops, the enemy has concealed their key defense units behind multiple layers of fortification. Striking these critical targets with pinpoint accuracy from an unexpected angle could create a favorable opening for follow-up forces to exploit. Oh, that thing's protecting everybody. Well, I can attack those two without getting destroyed, and then those without being destroyed. That would be nice. Oh, wow. They wrecked my villager. This one doesn't bother. It can only attack nearby ground game pieces. Okay, it doesn't move towards anything. So that's my main concern against that. Okay, this won't be able to complete by itself. Now it probably get attacked when it passes nearby. Okay, this one seems tricky. Oh, why do you guys get close? Yeah, I wanted to attack here and then move here. I want them to attack that. Good try. Squad ambush. There. Okay. I think we got it. Like peeling an onion. With multiple layers of obstacles and countermeasures in place, the enemy intends to launch targeted strikes against us. However, just like peeling an onion, if we can dismantle their defenses layer by layer while steadily pushing forward, then victory shall be ours. Yeah, I don't know. I think we should have some defense scenarios here too, right? Okay, we can do with that. Baking attack flying, right? Oh. Ah, that works actually. That is good.
Picked the wrong test subject. Fry. Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test. Fry.
Oh, there's up there. Damn it.
Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
That didn't feel like peeling an onion. I thought there would be more concentric obstacles. Dispersing the morning mist. Amidst the dense fog of war, the die has been cast and our plans set in stone. Now, as it clears, launch a fierce assault on the enemy's stronghold and emerge as the final victor. Damage. They can't attack anything. Ah, cannot target flying. Good. So I can break that. But I was paying 2, just break that. And then how do I? Yeah, but they aren't really doing anything here. When mostly before this will become an entrance. This one doesn't have such a wide area. Oh, damn it. I should have waited a bit more to release that.
Picked the wrong test subject.
This was just having its fun. Oh, the guy didn't even see yet. Great. now we will go there. Okay, probably has better chance. Yeah, the one is too bright. Good. Rewards. Confrontation. 5,000 score. Yeah. Good challenge. I failed. Ah, you guys are back here. Engine. The roles taken by attacking force and their coordination with their exploring flank teams when targeting an enemy stronghold, these aspects must be studied further. But what about Isa's unorthodox tactics? They don't seem to make sense at a glance, and yet, see something like? And textbook examples for your recruits? Indeed, as you can see, once the main force has been deployed, it is difficult for them to disengage for a short period of time. This window is when covering the enemy's flanks and cutting off their reinforcements become crucial. But with limited troops, it becomes difficult to decide how many to allocate to the support unit. If we had the numbers, we could downsize the main force, but if we couldn't spare many, we might not even be able to cut the enemy off. Nobody knows for sure how much manpower we'll have each time. It's customary for the special patrol to form a support unit of about 1/4 the strength of the main attacking force, and deploy them to patrol areas where we might expect enemy reinforcements to show up. Normally this arrangement would suffice, although there have been exceptions. One time, while the support unit was leisurely patrolling their target area with no enemies in sight, the main force was running thin and had to fight for their lives. But as for you, Protoboss, you planned your attack routes for the main force exceptionally well, coordinating their movements with those of the support unit. That way, both units could rely on each other for support when it mattered, making the most of our main power. When the main assault met heaviest resistance, the support units could act like reinforcements. Likewise, when enemy reinforcements suddenly arrived in force, both teams could move in tandem to intercept, like an offensive-defensive unit. That's just how I roll, really. I just did whatever. Anyway, thanks to your unorthodox strategy, you've demolished the same third assault scenario that had Drillmaster Engine stumped. Fine, enemy defeat. You'll be getting your limited edition ammunition once we get back. The pleasure's all mine, Drillmaster. The very same limited edition bullets used by Captain Chevreuse, renowned for their precision and velocity over long distances. Back to the topic at hand. I've always known you had an interest in firearms, Protoboss. I talked through some of the necessary application requirements with my colleagues, and you're a perfect fit. When you're free, we'll find opportunities to get the relevant paperwork done, check up on your key data, and get you a custom-made musket of your own. Well, that seems pretty underway for us to get a gun for the traveler. Terina, though this war game, no, through all your years of training, you've truly come into your own as a member of the Special Security Surveillance Patrol. It's time for you to teach the new recruits. Me? Wow, I have to prepare myself mentally. Prepare yourself well. Someday you'll be their drill master. Yes, you, Torina, you are well versed in both combat and training. You've arrested a 2-digit number of criminals, taken down a 4-digit number of monsters, and wow, and you have a grand total of 7 service medals into your name. You don't have to show off, but be sure to keep your recruits in line and keep them working hard. Knocking criminals out and hurting monsters is nothing compared to dealing with my coworkers. In any case, I'll do my best. Nice. And what we have here, confrontation scenario. Before you can engage in confrontation scenarios, you must first deploy your defensive lineup. While deploying them, you can select a formation and then deploy your defensive game pieces and installations onto selected positions. Once that is done, you can select your offensive lineup and then you can start PvP matching. Okay, that seems complicated. Once you are successfully matched, the two sides will attack the opposing defensive lineup with their pieces. The side that makes greater offensive progress within the time limit or hits 100% progress first will claim victory. So we're going blind, we don't know what we will attack or what we will defend against here. In a confrontation scenario, trap device deployed by both sides will be hidden. This use various means to predict the position of your opponent's traps when you attack. Before you can engage... that's the same thing I just read. Hang on. Victory and scenario increase your star rating, while defeat will decrease it. The minimum star rating is 0, and once the maximum star rating of 5 is reached, defeat will no longer reduce it. Additionally, your number of wins and win rate in scenarios will be displayed. Okay, I just line up. It's always the same. Defense simulation. Okay, I suppose here, let's say there's best. Actually, no, maybe. Let's see here. Oh no, actually, yeah. Then we have one here. That's a good area. That's mainly for aerial things. Yeah, but some aerial there can attack that while outside. This is for taking ground work, ground. People will try to advance through there. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I have to put that one. Okay, the way I'm prepared all around there. Oh, did I? I think I'd rather have that. Change formation. Oh, I have. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's say that. Okay, let's test again some presets. They'll drop that same spot. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. That guy is amazing.
Fry! Fry!
Okay, but this is pretty good. Come on, you got attacked. Can't you fight back? You don't do anything against summer shrooms. Okay, that sucked. That sucked. Oh, come on. I didn't want to leave it all. I just line up. Yeah, I didn't think this thing would do nothing when it started being attacked. This one can't really aim over there. I think these are pretty good, right? We have more overlapping defenses here. Let's try again. There, I can attack already.
Fry! 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 Picked the wrong test subject.
Hey, those guys will be there. That'll take a while. Okay, I think we got the upper hand here. Right? How far can they attack? I can't just... I'd want to leave it all, just... That. Come on, man. Come on, do something, man. They're just right there. I know I won already. Can we just get on with it? Come on.
Fry!
Okay. Yeah, and I'm gonna test against everything. That will take too long. And I don't think I'll even test the other ones. I'll just place some lineup there and go for attack. Okay, that and change formation. Do I choose which ones I have? Ah, okay. I thought it was different scenarios. Damn it. Can't start flying. You know what? Let's go with that one. Actually, this may be good to be here, so that's a distraction while they get attacked, right? That, okay, so now on here, and I got another one here. Okay, they should protect that enough. Seems pretty symmetrical, and things have to go all around to hit everything. Yeah, this seems evenly protected from every angle. Okay, my offensive lineup. Okay, let's do citizens, and then one that, and then that again, then that is good against limes. I don't think that's really that useful compared to the others. It actually seems like a liability to focus on the core node. Yeah, remove that. One more. I have one of each so far, except that one. I think another wing guard can strikes a larger area, right? Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Accept. Oh, accept. That's theirs. That can attack, I think. So let's start here and here. Now those will get distracted.
Fry!
Oh. Oh. Why did you let? I'm not sure I'm gonna win yet.
The wrong test subject.
Come on, those guys get so sidetracked. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Oh no, I'm gonna win because I got more percentage than him. But I was gonna lose. Whoa. How weird. If we didn't have time, I was going to lose. The time is too short. Yeah. Alright. I don't think it was too much my merit, this win. Let's go again. Not gonna lie. Those guys don't attack anything. Those two also don't. Ah, but that one protects them both. That one has quite a large area. Okay, so I need to take care of that. Please don't get in there. Good. Good. I need to break that. Now you guys can come to here. That guy can attack both. Well, you can have your fun here.
Fry!
Oh yeah, I completely forgot their cracks, right? But I don't know, it kinda like we can't really think about them.
Fry!
I forgot to shoot it. Oh no, I think I tried, I just didn't notice. We're tied? Okay, I'm gonna win like that. Okay, barely. What is that thing? Ah, okay, no, it's... Ah, yeah, they are attacking mine while I am attacking theirs. I kinda wanted to see how my defense goes against them.
Fry! Fry! Picked the wrong test subject.
They'll die. Oh, everything exploded there. I like to see my defense how it is going. Those guys. Yeah, it must be a bit tricky against my defense there, because you kind of know where to start if their place is the same. It seems to me like most people didn't notice you could change the scenario there. Yeah, those guys are just ignoring things here. And now you're dead. Alright. I guess they were competing against each other, but we shouldn't need to match with people and go there. Oh, I already got 5,000 I need. Okay, but now let's go to 5 stars. Yeah, well, I didn't get stars. Yeah, why do that if I have set up my map already? Just send me to people's maps and have my map available for people looking for maps to play in. Yeah, and from time to time you could check how people are faring in your map. Ah, this one is different. Ah, and this is symmetrical, so where do I start? Ah, and that's protecting their, especially that one. And I can't attack that without being attacked. Okay, so yeah, I can get here without being attacked by both. Okay. I think I better start with groundwork.
The wrong test subject.
Hopefully they'll go there. Ah, come on, guys! Why did you come here? Good. Okay, just freeze that before dying. Yeah. Okay, that helps. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna lose. Ah, come on, can't you just hit? Ah. Come on, that's not fair at all. It's almost over. That wasn't fair. If that green guard just tried to hit it, it would have won. But now I have to... I have to play one more to get back there. Zukalako. Okay, let's start killing you. And then let's open the path. Come on, guys, go for.
Fry! Fry!
Okay, but what about the explosion? How many would it kill?
The wrong test
Ah.
subject.
Okay, I don't care about the 5 stars. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, if I'm not gonna change anything else, then I'm gonna see how my defense goes against the presets. Okay, we didn't get this load screen in between rounds, did we? Adjustment. Simulate. Yeah, here's the one.
Fry!
Yeah, if I have no idea what am I facing, so I don't. Yeah, sometimes like in mine, it's better to use only ground units, right? Like that one is doing nothing. Okay, but it was a defense. Why no one just packed nothing? There's more? Okay, yeah, against flying, this one seems great. Third one. It does nothing against sound troops. Okay, maybe I'll lose here. Come on, why didn't you attack it? Come on, you can still win. Come on. That guy's distracted. I'm gonna lose. Come on. Don't really care. That was that one. Okay, this one should be good because of the flying ones. We get rid of them easily. Oh. Okay. But I think we should still win.
Picked the wrong test subject. Fry!
Oh no. I don't think we will. Seriously, I thought this one was good. Wow. Okay, I guess the outer lava is pretty good actually. Yeah, it does bring everything its back. So it doesn't just focus on one thing. Let's see against the last one. Yeah, but the only things I have that can attack flying units are the treasure hoarders and the mechs, right?
Fry!
Well, traps, but they aren't really active.
Fry! Fry! Fry!
No one will do anything until it gets hit. And you get hit by a Sawachuru. Come on, now it's you two. I think the Sawachuru will win. Yeah. That's not close enough.
The wrong test subject.
Okay, so I lost most of the test scenarios. You know how this was good? It's an interesting mini game. But yeah, just available for a couple of weeks, so why bother try to hone my skills on it? Alright, let's see here. Those count as the names. Can I get a scope here, please? 20 hours remaining. Yeah, I didn't even get an IFA. I'm gonna try. Let's spend a bit. 10. Seriously, I didn't get an IFA. I didn't get scope here. Before was Shilona and somebody else. Yeah, I think it's been 3 banners that I didn't get anything. Oh, I thought I got one there. Oh no, I got resin. Wow. I kinda want an IFA, but I'm not gonna spend a lot of free moves on 1 of 4 stars. Okay. I've upped that bow, yeah. Alright, I guess that's it. Okay, all that unlocked. Yeah. Alright, so
sometimes the shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move forward with blind ambition, and the smoke might suffocate.